Welcome back to our video tutorial course where we show you how to create an incredible business blog like this through the power of AI. Drive traffic, customers, revenue, subscribers, and even reviews 100% on autopilot. Create incredible long-form content and blog posts with images and videos like these 100% automated on a timed basis by setting up a simple automation, or create posts manually in under 20 seconds with just a couple of clicks. We're excited to show you all the features and functionality, so let's get into it. In this video tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at how you can integrate our platform with another website or social media channel so that when a new post is created on your website, if your business already has a blog or already has a website, or you have a client that already has a blog, as well as to set up integrations with social media channels like Facebook, when a new post is created, you can automatically post it to these other channels. Now, these integrations are done through what are called webhooks, which may sound technical, but as you'll see, it's a very easy thing to set up. And once you've set it up, you can literally create any kind of automation you want. These automations are primarily done through two different websites. One is make.com. The other one is here. You can create a free account on either one of these websites. In this tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at make.com. For a few different reasons. One, we like make.com because it gives you more control over things like title tags and meta description implementation upon import. It's easier to set up, and we have already created templates that you can simply upload and configure for both of these websites. It's free to create an account. So the automation that we're going to be setting up in this tutorial first is going to be when a new post is created on the blog that we have been working on through these tutorials. We're going to create these posts on this existing website. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to come to aiautomation.app, and you're going to want to click on the My Account button, and then under the Account tab, you're going to want to click on Automation Templates. We'll have a list of automation templates that you can download, but we're going to be taking a look at the Create Post automation. You can just click on the download button. This is going to be a JSON file that you're going to import into make.com. You can just click on this download arrow right here. The next thing that we're going to need to do is on the website that we are importing the posts to, we are going to need to install the free make.com plugin. If you're using a platform like Shopify, there's an extension for make.com that works the same way. For WordPress, you can go to the plugin installer and search make.com, and then it's going to be this make connector right here. Once activated, you can come down to the make.com tab, and that's going to give you your API key. And this is what you're going to need on make.com. So we've registered a free account with make.com, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on scenarios, and then you're going to want to click on create a new scenario. And what we can do next is come down here to the three dots where it says more, and we can click on that, and we can click on import blueprint, and we can choose the file that we just downloaded. Click save, and that is going to bring up our new automation template. And so here's what's happening in this automation template. We are using a webhook, and when that webhook is fired through either an automation or when we create a post on our platform that we'll set up here in a second, the information will be passed to the WordPress website that we are integrating with our platform, and then the post will be created on their existing blog. The next step in this automation process, which all of this will happen automatically, is the featured image for the post will be downloaded, and then it will be updated on the website. So let's go ahead and configure this automation. First thing that we'll do is click on the webhooks, and what we're going to need to do is to add a new webhook. We can give the webhook a name and click save, and that's going to give us our webhook URL, which we can copy to our dashboard. And this webhook is what we're going to need to implement with our platform. So if we come back over to the automation that we set up in the previous tutorial, we can click on edit automation, and we can just paste and we can just paste this webhook URL in the field provided and click update. You can set webhooks on both the automation level as well as if you are creating posts manually, you can set it at that level. Or you can set automation hooks at the account level on the settings page right here in the default webhook URL. And we'll go over those options here in a second. But now that we've got our webhook URL set up, we can click OK. And next we're going to need to connect our WordPress blog. And again, we're going to click the add button, give it a label. The WordPress REST API base URL is going to be the URL of the website followed by /wp-json as identified here in the example. And then we're just going to need our API key from the make.com plugin that we installed. We'll paste that here, click save, click OK. And then for the HTTP integration, that has already been set up. And then for the WordPress module at the end that is going to import the featured image for the post, we're just going to need to change the WordPress website to the one that we just set up. Options for this integration have already been set up. You can edit any of this information if you want to. The one field that you will need to update is the post author. Just make sure that you update this author field or this automation will not run. So now that we've got everything configured, we're going to go ahead and save the automation. And then the other thing that we're going to want to make sure that we do is turn on the automation down here in the lower left hand corner. We can just toggle this button. We're going to get this unprocessed data in this webhook. We're just going to want to delete all the old data. We want to double check. We may have to toggle that back on again after all the old data is deleted. But this automation is set up and it's ready to run. We're going to come back to the settings section of our dashboard. And we want to look at two different options. The first of which is this disable auto publishing to social media. On your AI post dashboard, you're going to have a button right here that says publish post. And if this option is set to yes, this webhook that you implement right here will not be fired when you click this publish post. This is useful if you're wanting to publish posts without setting off automations that do things like publish to Facebook or any other integrations that you've set up. This next option, default webhook for manually triggering only. You can manually trigger a webhook for any post here on the post dashboard with this trigger webhook button. And what that will do is set off the automation to be run. If you are manually creating a post and you create it as published, and this option is set to no, disable auto publishing to social media, the webhook will automatically be fired. The other option that we need to take a look at, in the previous tutorial, we set up automations. And in the automation setup process, you have an option here to fire the webhook, yes or no. Automations that have already been created, you can edit the automation and you can set this to yes. And what will happen is when a post is created, if you have that option set to yes, the webhook that you have set up at either the automation level or in the general settings, if this option is set to yes, that webhook will automatically be fired. So that if you've got automations that are creating, we want to post them to Facebook, you can do so. So if we come back over here to our post dashboard and we click on the trigger webhook button, a confirmation message that the webhook has been sent. We can come back over here to make.com and we can click on the history tab and we can see that this webhook was successfully sent. You can click on the details button to see the details of the webhook. And then if we come over to our connected website, we can see the post on the existing website. One other thing that I'd like to point out is in this existing automation that you have, if you want to add additional modules to this automation, there's a whole host of different integrations that are available through make.com. So for example, if you wanted to create another action where After the post was created on the website, it then gets posted to your Facebook pages. You can just add this module and configure it with any data from the created post. If you're creating a post just on our platform, setting up the automations is going to work the same way, except for instead of having the WordPress module in here, you're just going to have the webhook and the Facebook page. We will have automation templates that you can download for Facebook, LinkedIn, and other platforms. If you have any questions about setting up or running automations, please feel free to contact us.